Take me out to the ball game. It's almost time for baseball season in Dubois County, as the Dubois County Bombers will be starting their season this Saturday with their first home game Sunday. And joining me in the studio is Mike Uebelhor, one of the owners of the Dubois County Bombers. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us, Bill.
Well, we're glad to have you here. Now, first of all, let's talk about, you're one of the owners. Now, you've always been a supporter of the Bombers, but now the ownership has changed for the Bombers.
It has, and we're fortunate. To give you just a little bit of backup history on it, Dubois County Bombers has had a team in different leagues playing at League Stadium for the last 10, 15 years. 2 years ago, I got to meet the owner of the Bombers at that time, a gentleman out of the state of New York by the name of John Bigness. And he mentioned that Dubois County was by far the smallest market in the Prospect League. That's a league, and that league consisted at that time of 16 teams. And the Bombers were traveling from Hannibal, Missouri over to Beckley, West Virginia, up to the suburb of Cleveland. You know, it was just really expensive travel. And he mentioned a couple of years ago, said, I really think I need to find a bigger market for this franchise. And that was 2 years. Last year, this past year in November, he said, I'm going to either sell the franchise or I'm going to move it. And I've been kind of watching over several years. We're a host family, so a host family being somebody that takes in one of the players for the summer. And so I was at a lot of games, and I saw, man, I tell you what, League Stadium is such an asset. Columbia Pictures in 1990 left us $1 million asset, basically. And I didn't want to see that facility sit idle. And when collegiate baseball came available, it was just a natural fit. And so what I did then, in last November, went out and contacted several of businessmen and individuals I knew they had an interest in baseball, and we put a group together to purchase the franchise. And then, as in anything, time is everything. Mm-hmm. And we were fortunate to be able. We were actually invited to join the Ohio Valley League, which is 5 teams out of Kentucky, and us being the only one out of the state of Kentucky, to participate in their league this summer. So everything is kind of falling in place for us, and it was an easy sell, Bill, for ownership. Right. It really was. Actually, we have a makeup now of 22 individuals that all participate in financially to make sure that every year we have a Bombers team and to run it as a business. But everybody went with the intention that if we just want to make sure we have a team that utilizes that asset over there. If we make money on top of it, that's great. That's even better. But we want to make sure that we provide entertainment for 500, 600, 700 fans a night, and hope people will come and enjoy it. And that's what we're doing.
Well, let's talk about the team as such. So it's new ownership and a new league. It's the Ohio Valley League.
It's Ohio Valley League. Those teams, the home fields are Fulton County, Kentucky, which is way down past Kentucky Lake Barkley down in there. And then it's Madisonville, Hopkinsville, Marion, and Owensboro. And so we already have a good relationship with the Owensboro owners, and I think it's going to be a natural rival for us to be involved there. So
still a wooden bat league?
All wooden bat league, yeah. It goes. If anybody have ever been to a Bombers game, it's collegiate. The players that we pick up have to be recommended by their college coach. They have to be already finished their freshman year, and they cannot play after their senior year. So it's actually 3 years of players, three age groups, and it's a developmental league. And what these kids do, Bill, is they actually pay us to play. Because they want to be able to showcase their talents, hopefully for a scout, and scouts are there quite often, and to actually develop their skills as they progress in college, and hopefully one day they get drafted.
So somebody that's on the field today, we may be seeing in Major League Baseball tomorrow.
Oh, I can tell you this. This is funny. 2 years ago, we hosted a kid by the name of Sean Manaya. He's a pitcher from Indiana State, a left-handed pitcher. And when he came to the Bombers 2 years ago, he was just a raw talent, just a kid out of freshman year. Threw hard, but a little bit wild, and didn't have a lot of variation on his pitches. And the coaches worked with him, and he ended up being the most valuable player in the Prospect League that year. So he got invited to the Cape Cod League. Now, the Cape Cod League is like the epitome or the high level of the Wooden Bat League out of Cape Cod up in New England. And he ended up being the most valuable player last year of the Cape Cod League, which is huge. And now, within a week or two, the Major League Draft is coming, and he's picked to be in the first round of that Major League Draft.
Wow. So
that's how these kids develop, as they come. So it's really cool to watch young kids baseball get better and better and better. And so that's the fun part of if you're a baseball nut watching this.
Well, if you're a baseball nut, it's a wooden bat league, so there's a certain following for that.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why these kids are interested in playing, because in college they're using aluminum bats. Mm-hmm. Okay, but if they're going to pro, which they all aspire to do, this wooden bat. So they want to come and get that experience this summer of using the wooden bat. And it's the Wooden Bat League really are just they're blossoming. They're showing up all over the place now. There's lots of them.
Well, let's talk about the players on the team. You've got at least 6 local players.
We're fortunate. We had 6 kids that were recommended by their college coaches to play in the Wooden Bat League. And so we contacted them. The 3 from Dubois County is Spencer Sapp, a pitcher. We have Dane Giesler, who's been on the DL, disabled list this spring because he had a knee surgery over Christmas vacation. But I understand he's coming off the DL, so we signed him. He's ready to go here in the first week of June. And then the third young man from Dubois County is Kyle Swinghammer from Forest Park, who plays at U of E. We also were fortunate to pick up Clint Chestnut from Petersburg, a pitcher. And then just recently Ty Simpson from Heritage Hills, also a pitcher. And then another pitcher from Lagodi. His name is Bryce Wills. So we got a lot of pitchers from the area that are playing. We have a squad of 24 players. And they come, although a lot of them we really want to showcase the local kids as much as we can, but we have players from the state of New York all the way up to the state of California.
And these players stay with host families?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
And we're very fortunate. We have a gal by the name, excuse me a second, I forgot to do this.
That's all right.
We have a gal by the name of Cheryl Ranger, who over the years has always taken care of that host family situation, but we're really fortunate that she can do that. So,
right, that is great.
Yeah.
Okay, now if somebody's not a baseball fan, this is still a great thing to attend as a family event or just to have some fun.
Well, Bill, we really are. We consider League Stadium. There's 2 assets down there: the stadium itself, and then the Bombers baseball. And I'll give you a little bit of history on why we're really pushing. With the assistance of the Dubois County Visitors Bureau, Visitor Center, and the City of Huntingburg. The 3 of us have combined some resources to really update and improve this stadium. I had a college friend of mine, a buddy I played baseball with years ago, came to a Bombers game 2 years ago in the summer. He sat down, he said, Mike, I just did the craziest thing. I drove all the way out to Dyersburg, Iowa, just to walk out of a cornfield onto a baseball field. And that was the movie site of Field of Dreams.
Right.
About the same time, Columbia shot the picture here of a League of Their Own, which had 5 or 6 main, very well-known actors involved in that, whereas the one out in Iowa just had Kevin Costner, just the one. And that we found out that 65,000 people signed a guest book out there in Iowa one summer, 2011. And I thought, why aren't we developing the same thing here, which we actually have more? And you're not walking out of the cornfield onto a baseball field. You're walking into a stadium back with the setup back in the 1940s and 50s, where well-known actors, Tom Hanks and the whole group I can mention, actually came and lived and shot the movie here. And we need to develop that. And so with the help of visitors center here in the city of Huntingburg. We built a gift shop that has memorabilia plus a lot of T-shirts, and all the gift shops have both Bombers items and League of Their Own or League Stadium items. The outside, a gentleman that's one of our owners, Kyle Kendall, local guy here, graphics guy. He wonderful guy with ideas. And anything you see that's vintage baseball, from the graphics that's on the outside of the stadium to our uniforms that we wear, to the bomber bus that we transport our players in, that's all Kyle Kendall. That's his idea. So we're fortunate to have him, and gosh, he's a heck of a resource.
Well, when you go to a game, there's soft drinks, there's adult beverages, there's hamburgers. I mean, it's a ball game.
It's a game, but we also we've hired 10 peaches. The peaches are the gals that look like the gals in the movie, okay, and they're out there to meet and greet and serve the fans, and they'll be serving the beverages throughout the stadium. They'll be taking tickets. They'll be actually waiting on people who just as soon want to sit and watch the game, but want something, a beverage or a food. They'll go get it for them and things like that. So it's an entertainment. Now, to tell you the truth, Bill, most gals, my wife included, will go to the game, and 2 days later she won't remember if the Bombers won or lost, but she will remember, and they will remember if they had a good time.
Yes.
And that's exactly what we're after. That's what we're shooting for.
So you're really kind of looking for two audiences: real baseball fans and people that just want to have a good time.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. We with the old time scoreboard, we've got that going. Plus, we've got the electronic scoreboard where people can actually, one in right field, one in left field. It's just basically it's a step back in time when time was simpler, before the iPods and iPads and iPhones and all that. Just to come, and once you walk into that stadium, you get the feel that, it's almost like Wrigley or Fenway up in Boston on a miniature scale, but it's very comfortable. It's setting. It's fun.
Well, let's talk about this Sunday.
Okay.
Is the first game.
Yeah.
First home game.
First home game. We're on the road down to Fulton County on Saturday night, and we come back, open up with the game Sunday. Sunday we've invited, and he's coming, one of the characters in the movie, Stillwell, the little 6-year-old, the little obnoxious little kid that really was fun in the movie. Well, he's back, and he's going to be there prior to the game and during the game. There's going to be a presentation. Connie Nost, who's the mayor at the time when the movie was shot, she's going to be out, along with Jim Rieger, who's the park superintendent, and the park board members who back in the 1990s when they entertained the Columbia Pictures here, we're all going to come and have a presentation there. And there's going to be games. BDC's going to be there early with their handout.
Yeah, right.
the goodies, the freebies, and Ron Spalding's going to be there doing the game.
Yeah, and Kelsey Prechtel,
yeah.
right.
So anyway, we're fortunate.
What time is the game? What time should people arrive?
Okay, the gates open an hour before the game. On Sunday, all Sunday games are played 1 hour earlier than normal, which is 6 o'clock Sunday evening.
Okay.
The games Monday through Saturday, the home games will start at 7.
Okay. Now that's the first pitch, right? So
Yep.
if the first pitch is at 6, the gates will open at 5. So go and eat supper.
Yeah.
The other thing is it's right there in the park. It's a great there at Huntingburg City Park, and plenty of parking.
Yeah, they have a new splash park that just opened right next to the swimming pool. Family can come spend a day in the park, but also there's concessions right there inside the stadium too. And a lot of we're fortunate. We've had a lot of corporations step up and buy tickets for a corporate night. I think we sold a little over 20,000 tickets now prior to the season. Where they come, they have some of them have their company picnics in the park in the afternoon prior to that. Some smaller groups are just using the concession stands and coming early for that. So we've got a lot of different offerings as far as we can accommodate large groups or small groups, even kids picnics.
And they can find out more information online or just give the call.
Yeah, online.
Come to the stadium, I guess, too, is another way.
Right. The phone number for the stadium office is 683-3700. It's on the web at dcbombers.com. We're fortunate. We have a great staff. I want to mention the coaches that we hired. Wes Fink is their head coach. He's an ex-Bomber who played for the Bombers for 3 years. He went to USI and was the captain of the team that won the national championship in Division II 4 years ago. Local guy. He's an insurance agent by day. He's going to coach it by night. Greg Gogol is another talented coach. He's assistant coach at Forest Park. He was head coach down at Crawford County. He's a pitching coach, and then Zach Long, who actually has played for the Bombers the last 2 years, is back. He will be a field coach for us this year. And then Skip Kruger is our general manager. He moved back to Huntingburg, left Huntingburg years and years ago. He came from the DC United Soccer League up in Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
Retired, but he wants to stay in sports, so he's our general manager. And then we have 2 interns, actually 3 interns, local kids, and then the gal that kind of runs everything. His name is Kate Ozer. She's head of the tickets, head of the peaches, head of the gift shop. That girl can do it all. So we're fortunate to have all those people in place.
Well, I think Dubois County is fortunate that a bunch of you pulled together and made sure the Bombers stay in Dubois County and have gone beyond that, just keeping them here. You've made it just a significant reason to be in Dubois County and to go and enjoy things.
Well, it's just another asset that our county has. It really, we're fortunate. So many assets that and we're all sports nuts,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's a natural fit. And we have season ticket holders, or you can come to the gate and buy a single admission for the evening. We have again, we could if you have a group of 20 or so, we can discount tickets and they basically highlight them during the game that they're here and things like that. So, yeah, it's fun. Been quite a bit of work, but put into it by a lot of people. But it's coming together, and we're anxious to get started.
It'll be good to get it started this Sunday.
That's it.
First home game runs June and through July, and make sure you check out the website. Be the easiest way, or look for these little cards that are around town, or just stop by League Stadium to get a schedule.
Yeah, and one thing I want to mention, there are some outlets that you can buy tickets locally for the game. It's a general admission ticket. You can buy it and use it for any game. Mm-hmm. I know the Sports Garden here in Jasper. I'm sorry, I'm not on the ticket side of it, but I know there's, and at our gift shop, anytime during the day, that's open throughout the day. You can buy tickets in advance, so you don't have to wait in the ticket line at the ball game that night.
And the tickets are reasonable.
Reasonable.
They're very reasonable.
Yeah, very reasonable. I think the red chair back, which is close to the field, is $7. The orange seats are $6, and general admission is $5.
Oh, that's great.
And a group of 20, again, we discount that $2 off of each ticket. So.
And if you go to the game this Sunday,
oh yeah,
you buy a ticket, you get a free ticket.
You get a free ticket, yeah, for the future game. So
very good.
Yeah, boy, I'm glad you covered everything.
Yeah, we got it all. Mike, thank you very much for being our guest.
It's my pleasure. Thank
our
you.
guest has been Mike Uebelhor, one of the owners of the Dubois County Bombers. The season opens at home this Sunday at League Stadium in Huntingburg. Thank you for watching WJTS. We are local people watching local people.